I mean, Rob, the UK authorities there, you saw Matt Hancock, have been categoric. For them, this new strain of the coronavirus is out of control. What is the threat that's being posed by this strain?
I suppose the first thing to say is that, all viruses mutate. That's what they do. It's part of the normal evolution of a virus. As for details about just how virulent this particular mutation of this virus is, we don't really have a lot of information yet. It's still with the scientists. They're still working on it. But it does seem that the biggest threat is more easily transmitted. 70%, as you heard in that report, more easily transmitted. Not more virulent, though, as I said, and no evidence at all at this stage that the vaccinations being rolled out at the moment in all their different forms will be any less effective with this mutation than the existing one. So on that score, no particular cause for alarm, although the language being used by Matt Hancock, the British Secretary for Health, was certainly alarming, talking about a mutant strain that was out of control and had to be brought under control. That's scary language, and it's part, I suspect, is being used to try and shock the British public into taking a more responsible attitude towards the virus and looking after themselves and those around them. The effect, it has to be said, though, doesn't seem to have been that. If you looked at the number of people streaming into London stations on Saturday evening, there seems to be a panic reaction rather than anything else. The other factor, I think, is that Matt Hancock was trying to, in a way, justify the British government's U-turn. Just on Wednesday, Keir Starmer, the leader of the opposition in UK, pointed out that the British Medical Journal and the Health Service Journal, two top medical journals in UK, had warned against allowing the existing measures to carry on because of the risk of seeing a repetition of what happened on Thanksgiving in the United States. Boris Johnson's reply to that was to describe what Keir Starmer wanted as being inhuman. But here we are just a few days later, and he's saying when the virus changes its method of attack, we as a country have to change our method of defense.